Sir, next important point, you people should have clear clarity. If I can take system.out.println of null, if I can take SOP of null, have you ever print null value? If I am trying to print SOP of null, what will happen, sir? Immediately compile-time error we are going to get, because the reason is system.out.println. Have you observed the word? What is this one, sir? System.out.println. Regarding this is the method we are using. Sir, which println method we are calling? Don't tell system.out.println. Sir, which println means the method present in which class I am talking. You are calling println method on out. On out. Sir, this out is print stream type. Are you getting? Out is nothing but what? Print stream type. Print stream println method we are calling. In the print stream println method, there are several println methods are there, sir. Println of int value, println of boolean value, println of char value, println of char array value, println of string value, ... Sir, all these methods are by default considered overloaded methods. You know, right? What is this concept, sir? Overloaded method. Because multiple methods having the same name but different argument types. These methods are called what? Overloaded. Now the point is, sir, I am assigning SOP of null. Are you getting? Let me take a bit nearby. I am assigning SOP of null, sir. I am trying to print SOP of null. Now, which println method has matched? This one not matched. This one not matched. This one not matched. But this null is the valid value for char array. Yes. Oh, this println method got matched. At the same time, null is the valid value for string also. Yes. Two methods got matched, man. Which method I have to execute? Okay, like immediately compiler is going to get confused. Array, two methods got matched for your requirement. Which method I have to execute? I am not getting. So that's why I am not in a position to compile immediately. Compile time error by default we are going to get. What is that error is? Reference to println. Reference to println is ambiguous. What is this? Reference to println is ambiguous, because both the methods got matched. Which method I have to execute? Like compile time error by default we are going to get, sir. I hope everyone can able to understand. Sir, SOP of null, if you are trying to print a null value, what will happen, sir? So immediately we will get compile time error. What is the reason for that is, okay, here do you know println of char array matched, println of string is also matched. Which method I have to execute? Compiler is always getting confusion. That's why reference to println is ambiguous. Okay, just have a look once, sir. The same example, just I will show for you people, right? Here just observe that I don't want this S1. System.out.println null I am trying to take, sir. Null I am trying to print null. If I am trying to print null, have you observed, right? Can you please read, sir? Reference to println is ambiguous. Okay, not only this, sir. Can you please read remaining also? Both method println of char array in print stream, both method println of char array in print stream and println of string in print stream match. Regarding both methods got matched, that's why I can't compile this code like compile time error we are going to get. I hope everyone can able to understand, sir. If you are trying to print a null, what will happen? Immediately we will get null pointer exception, because this argument matched with two methods. Compiler not in a position to decide which method it has to execute, which method it has to consider. That's why compile time error we are going to get. Then immediately you must ask, sir, how I can solve this problem? Very simple, sir. Very simple. If I can consider, sir, string s is equal to, if I can consider string s is equal to null. If I can consider string s is equal to null, system.out.println of s. Okay. So now s is what type? String type. In this case, string argument method is going to be matched. Happily, null value by default we are going to get, sir. Okay. Sir, instead of that, even you can specify like this also, no problem at all. System.out.println. Here null, I am trying to typecast to string type. Then automatically, sir, null, this is the string value null. Then automatically, string argument method got matched, sir. Similarly, sir, I don't want string method. I want char array method. How you can do that? Simple, sir. Char array ch is equal to null system.out.println of ch. Happily, ch char array related method is going to come into the picture. Are you getting that? Okay. Sir, if you are trying to print null directly, what will happen? Compile time error, ambiguous problem or ambiguity problem. Why this problem is coming? What is the solution? Assign null to a particular type, then the corresponding println method is going to execute. Happily, it is going to execute, right? Clear for all of you, right? Sir, okay, next point related to the null, sir. Sir, do you know this point is very dangerous, very important also for you people. Sir, I have null reference variable is there. Can I perform any operation on that null? By mistake, if I am trying to perform any operation on null, immediately null pointer exception we are going to get. Very simple, sir. If I can take string s is equal to null. String s is equal to null. Now I am asking system.out.println, O string, what is your length? String, what is your length? I want to find length of the string. Array, null mean string object is not there. Without object, how I can ask its length? Are you getting? By mistake, if you are trying to perform any operation on null reference, immediately we will get what? Null pointer exception, right? I hope are you able to understand, right? Immediately we will get one null pointer exception. Important loophole, sir. Sir, I got null pointer exception. Means you are performing operation on null reference. Clear, right? Sir, just have a look once about this one, sir. Sir, I am taking string s is equal to null, sir. System.out.println s dot length I am taking. Have you observed, right? I am trying to print, sir, length of s, but s itself is nothing but not there, sir. Have you observed, right? Here, the code compiles fine, no compile time error. Sir, immediately if I am trying to do like that, have you observed? Null pointer exception by default we are going to get. Sir, what is this exception, sir? Can you please spell out? Null pointer exception. Sir, just have a look. So, point number 1. If we are trying to use a null for any object reference, if we are performing any operation on null, immediately we will get what? Null pointer exception. Then immediately there is a big discussion, maybe a chance to rise, sir. The point here is, sir, in Java, pointer concept is there. So most of the times we are going to tell the answer as, no boss, pointers are not there in Java, it is related to C or C++ terminology. But sir, pointer concept is not there. How we are getting null pointer exception? Okay? Make sure, sir, programmatic level, pointer concept is not there in Java. Okay? But JVM level, pointer concept is there. Because to refer object which is there in the memory, compulsory, sir, pointer concept only. Every reference variable internally uses pointer to locate that memory location. So, if any person is asking, in Java pointer concept is there, simple answer you have to tell, sir, at programmatic level, pointers concept is not there. But at language level, JVM level, pointer concept is there. Make sure that's why we are getting null pointer exception. Clear for all of you? So 2 points. If I perform any operation on null, what will happen? Null pointer exception is going to come. In Java, pointer concept is there. Sir, at programmer level, programmatic level, pointer concept is not there, but internally at language level, pointer concept is available, and at JVM level, pointer concept is available. Clear, right? So next point about null. Suppose if I use double equal operator with null, what is the behavior? You people should aware. Very simple, sir. For any object reference R, you can take any object reference R. For any object reference R double equal to null, the result is always false, sir. Are you getting? For any object reference R double equal to null, the result is always false. But null double equal to null, but null double equal to null, the result is always true, sir. Are you getting? For any object reference R double equal to null is always false, but null double equal to null, the result is always what? True, sir. Make sure. Sir, can you explain with an example? You people may ask. Very simple. String S is equal to new string of S is equal to new string of Durga. Sir, I created one string object. S is pointing to object only. Now I am asking system.out.println S double equal to null. If I can ask S double equal to null, what answer by default we are going to get? False is the answer. False is the answer. Because just now I told, if you use for any object reference R double equal to null, result is always false. Sir, now just observe next loophole, sir. If I can take string S is equal to null, sir. String S is equal to null. It is the null only. Sir, now I am asking system.out.println S double equal to null. Yes, double equal to null. Make sure, have you observed, right? S double equal to null. Sir, internally, what is the value of S? Null only. It's not pointing to an object. That's why null and null both are equal. That is the reason we are going to get true. True is the answer in this case. Sir, this case is exactly same as system.out.println null double equal to null only. Its value is always true, sir. I hope everyone can able to understand. Sir, here make sure, if I am trying to use sir double equal operator with null for any object reference R double equal to null, the result is always false. But null double equal to null, the result is always what? True, sir. Make sure you people should aware. Just I will execute. Just have a look, sir. If I can take here, just observe. String S is equal to new string S is equal to new string of Durga, sir. String S is equal to new string of Durga. String S1 is equal to null. String S1 is equal to null. Sir, S double equal to null, sir. S double equal to null. Here just have a look. String S is equal to new string of Durga. SOP of S double equal to null. What answer by default we will get? Let me compile, let me run. The answer is always what? False is the answer, sir. I hope are you getting? Sir, now I don't want this one, sir. Just S value is null only. If I can take S value the null double equal to null, the result is always true. Sir, instead of S, just take null, sir. Null double equal to null. Now also the result is always what? True is the answer. I hope everyone can able to understand, sir. For any object reference R double equal to null, the result is always false. But null double equal to null, the result is always what? True, sir. Clear for all of you, right? Sir, just now we saw for any object reference R double equal to null, what is the behavior? Suppose if I use dot equals method for null argument, not a double equal operator, sir. Dot equals method for null argument. Sir, string S is equal to new string of Durga. string s is equal to string of Durga, system.out.println s dot equals of null, sir. What will happen? Sir, thumb rule you people should aware. For any object reference R, R dot equals of null is always returns false only. Remember that. Sir, R dot equals of null, the result is always what? False only, sir. Make sure. Sir, S dot equals of null, the result we are going to get false, sir. Remember. But one small twist, compulsory this S should point into an object. By mistake, S value is a null only. By mistake, if S value is a null, observe that, sir. Observe carefully this one. If S value is a null, I am taking string S is equal to null, system.out.println S dot equals of null, sir. Sir, it's a null reference. On the null reference, if you are trying to call any method, immediately null pointer exception we are going to get. Okay, this point already we covered, sir. On the null reference, if we are calling any method, null pointer exception. But now the point is, if you pass a null for the equals method for any object reference, R dot equals of null, the result is always what? False only. Make sure, sir. Just have a look once, sir. Sir, I am taking string S is equal to new string of Durga. String S is equal to new string of Durga. Sir, now just observe. I want to call S dot equals of null, sir. S dot equals of null. Have you observed? S is pointing to object. That's why if I can take like this, happily the code compiles fine. What answer by default we are going to get? False, sir. For any object reference R dot equals of null, the result is always what? For false is the answer. Suppose assume that S value is the null, sir. Assume that S value is the null. If I am trying to call S dot equals of null, immediately null pointer exception we are going to get. Are you getting? Null pointer exception we are getting. Make sure, sir. Next and after that, sir, this is, so there is one more twist, sir. Suppose on the null only, I am calling dot equals method of null. Null dot equals of null, immediately compiler will give left and right. Okay? Make sure, sir. Immediately compiler will give left and right. What is the reason for that is, are you getting? Null cannot be dereferenced. Immediately comparative method we are going to get null cannot be dereferenced. Sir, you are not telling which dot equals method I have to call. This null is string type, or this null is array type, or char array type, or this null is object type. You are not specifying anything. Null dot equals of null, comparative method, null is a dereferencer like. Are you getting? But anyway, important loophole you people should aware. Sir, if you pass a null argument for dot equals method, for any dot equals method, we will get false as the answer. We never going to get null pointer exception. Are you getting? But on the null reference, if we call a method, then we will get null pointer exception. Next, on the null, directly you can't call any method. Otherwise, comparative method, null dereferencer like comparative method we will get. Clear for all of it, okay? Sir, here one more important loophole you people should aware, sir. Sir, it is null. We have null is there, and sometimes the people are going to use null, and sometimes double quotes open, double quotes close, sir, related to string, sir. What is the difference between this null and the double quotes open and close? Sir, make sure all three things are different, sir. Okay? The reserved word, whatever we have in Java, that reserved word should be in lowercase only. Have you remembered? All the 53 reserved words in Java should contain only lowercase alphabet symbols. You know already that point, right? Sir, null is a reserved word. That's why, sir, this null is valid, but no such type of terminology. By mistake, if you are using capital null, immediately compiler is going to tell, array you are using some variable null, what is the meaning of that, where it is available, like a comparative method you will get. That's why null always you should use in lower case but not uppercase null, right? Okay, sir, just have a look. By mistake if I am using, what will happen, sir? Have a look once, sir. Here I am taking, forget about this method, string s is equal to null like this, right? Sir, immediately compiler is going to consider this one as variable because it is not normal null. Variable where you declare cannot find symbol, something like comparative method you are going to get, sir. Have you observed what that comparative methods are? Cannot find symbol. Which is symbol? Variable null. In which location? Class test. In the class test you are using some variable named with null. Where is that variable? Like comparative method you are going to get. That's why in Java we have only a small null but not a capital null. By mistake if you are using capital null, comparative method we are going to get, sir. Okay, like next there is one doubt. Most of the people are always having the doubt, sir. Always having this at this point especially. Sir, just I am taking string s is equal to double quotes open and close. Sir, instead of that, can I declare string s is equal to null or not? Sir, both the things are completely different. Remember that. Sir, here string object is there. This object is there. But how many characters are there in that object? 0 number of characters. It means it is not null. Remember that. It means it is not null. But here string object is not there. Sir, it's a null reference, no object. But here object is there. But how many characters are there in that is nothing but 0 number. That's why if I can print system.out.println s dot length, in this case 0 is the answer. But the same thing if I can ask here system.out.println s dot length, immediately null pointer exception you are going to get. Are you getting? So string s is equal to double quotes open double quotes close, string s is equal to null. Both are not same, don't get confused. Here string object is there, but how many characters are there in that? 0 number of characters, right? That's why s dot length is nothing but 0. But in this case, do you know, here there is no object, null reference. If you are trying to perform any method on the null reference, immediately we will get one null pointer exception. So small null, capital null, empty string double quotes open and double quotes close, these are not the same, all are different, and there is no such type of terminology in Java, right? Clear for all of you? Sir, there is one special area where we can use null, sir. There is one special area is there happily we can always use null. What is that area? Garbage collector. Where we can use, suppose here assume that I have one student object is there, student s1 is equal to new student, student s1 is equal to new student. Sir, now s1 point into this object, s1 is point into this object, sir. By using s1, happily you can use this object, you can access this object by using s1. Okay, now it's a keep on the program going on. At this point of time, I thought that this student object no longer required. If an object no longer required, then it is highly recommended to make that object eligible for garbage collection. Are you getting? If an object no longer required, highly recommended to make that object eligible for garbage collection. How you can make object eligible for GC? Multiple ways are there, sir. Nullifying the reference variable, reassigning the reference variable, objects created inside a method, island of isolation. There are multiple other techniques are there, but first approach, observe that. Sir, if I cut this link, now s1 no longer point into this object eligible for garbage collection. It will become useless object because no one is going to access. You can't access this one because there is no reference variable. How I can cut this link, sir? Okay, very simple. Assign null to its reference variable. If I assign null to its reference variable, now this s1 no longer point into an object. if S1 no longer point into an object, this object eligible for garbage collection or not? Yes. Are you getting? So we can use null especially to make objects eligible for garbage collection. Is nothing but there in that area also we can use null. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, that's. Sir, just observe. In the last almost around 1 hour we discussed about null and a null pointer exception. There are several loopholes we covered, sir. Let me summarize all the loopholes related to null and a null pointer exception. Just observe a bit very carefully, sir. Null pointer exception. What is the first loophole, sir? It is a null is a reserved literal. Have you observed, right? It's a reserved literal but not a keyword in Java. I hope I covered already. Sir, reserved literal, it is not a keyword because null is not associated with any functionality. Second one, we can use a null for any object reference variable. Have you observed? Whether it is enum type, class type, interface type, array type, annotation type. For any type, happily we can use a null. There is no problem at all. Sir, null is allowed for any object type reference variable. No problem at all. Next one, if the value of reference variable null. Sir, I have one variable is there. Its value is null. What is the meaning of that? What it means? It is not pointing to any object. Have you observed? If the value of reference variable null means it is not pointing to any object. Are you getting? Sir, now fourth one, sir. Null is applicable only for object types but not for primitive types. By mistake, if you are using null for any primitive, sir, immediately compatible error we are going to get saying incompatible types. Clear, right? Okay. So null is applicable only for object types but not for primitives. Next, do you know null is default value for reference variable? Okay. Sir, I declared one reference variable but I didn't perform any assignment. Then JVM is always going to provide default value for the reference variable. That value is always what, sir? Null. But make sure default values concept is applicable only for instance and static variable but not for local variable, right? Clear for all of you, right? Okay, this is. Next one, sir. SOP of null. By mistake, if I am using system.out.println of null, immediately compatible error we are going to get. Have you remembered, right? Why? What is the problem? Because, sir, there are two println methods are there with the null acceptance. One is SOP of char array method is there. Next, SOP of string method is also there. I covered already, sir. Sir, both methods got matched. Which method I have to give the chance? Compiler is always in confusion. That's why reference to println is ambiguous. This is the compatible error by default we are going to get. Clear for all of you? Okay, this is. Next, if we are trying to perform any operation on the null, sir, you can perform any operation on null, then we will get what? Null pointer exception. Okay, like. Sir, next, for any object reference R, R double equal to null is always false. Are you getting? For any object reference R double equal to null is always false. Make sure, sir. Sir, here, but null double equal to null is always what? True, sir. Is it clear for all of you? Sir, you can take any object reference, double equal operator with object reference and null is always false. But if I can take null double equal to null is always true, there is no problem at all, right? Next, if it is the dot equals method, sir, for any object reference R dot equals of null. Sir, if you pass a null argument for the dot equals method, the result is always false, sir. If we compare any object reference with the double equal operator, the result is always false only. Observe, whether it is double equal or dot equal, null argument, the result is always false. For any object type, there is no problem at all. Sir, next one, sir. Sir, do you know most of the people are going to fail null, empty string, both are same. No sir, null means no object, empty string means object is there, but what is the length? How many characters are there? 0 number of characters. That's why null is different, empty string is different. Next, some people, okay, this is in node says also, some people, sir, they are going to use NULL capital letter, capital null, such type of concept not there in Java, because null is a reserved word. All reserved words should contain only lowercase alphabet symbol. I hope you were right. Next, and after that, sir, now I have an object is there. If that object no longer required, the work with that object completed, sir. Sir, I want to make that object eligible for garbage collection. How I can do that? Very simple. Assign null for all its reference variable. Suppose this is my object, sir. This is my object. Sir, S1 and S2, they point into this object. If you can assign S1 is equal to null, S2 is equal to null, automatically these links by default will be gone. This object eligible for garbage collection. I hope everyone can able to understand. If an object is no longer required, then assign null to its reference variable, then object automatically eligible for GC, sir. That's all. These many important loopholes are there about null and null pointer exception. Are you able to understand that? Okay, make sure, sir, very important for the interview room, when we will get null pointer exception. Next, Java supports pointer concept or not? Is Java support pointer concept or not? Yes, at language level, JVM level it is there, but programmer level, programmatic level, that concept is not there. Pointer concept is not there in Java. Okay, at programmatic level, but at Java language level, JVM level is already there. If I compare with a double equal operator, dot equals method, what will happen? Is it a keyword or is it a reserved literal? Make sure all these things you people should aware clearly, right? That's all. I hope everyone got clearly right. Now we are in a position to give left and right to the null and null pointer exception. Okay, that's all, sir.